should we favor AJ over Tyson Fury?
I would say it doesn't change my perspective because you kind of have to give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt that he didn't take it seriously, but it at least makes you interested in that fight once again. We talked about how that expiration date had passed, how Joshua messed up the pooch, messed up the bag, and nobody was clamoring for that fight as they once were. But this kind of revitalizes that a little bit. Obviously, you want to see a Tyson Fury come in 100% focused to get the best versions of these two guys. But yeah, it at least revitalizes it in a way for me, at least. What about you, Gio?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Joshua's power is nothing to mess with, man. And I think, as I said, that is still the biggest fight in UK history. I would like to see it. Let's see if the Saudis can entice him to go over there, or will it be at Wembley Stadium? As I said last week, if Fury wins, if AJ wins, I don't see a scenario where these guys don't fight each other. I think it's their version. It's the UK version, it's the heavyweight version, whatever you want to call it, of Mayweather Pacquiao. These guys have been two of the top guys in the heavyweight division. They're from the same country, Chris. It doesn't make sense not to fight. I think it's a massive fight. I think it could break all types of records, pay-per-view, live gate. So I think, that's the fight. Whether you like Fury or Joshua or not, I think it's still probably the best fight out there, obviously, besides Usyk and Fury, who looks like they're going to fight twice. According to Fury, he's saying May and October that they're locked in.
I know a lot of fans are favoring Tyson Fury because of his size and just being very mobile as a top and very huge heavyweight. But I feel, Gio, like if Usyk is able to decipher him and he's able to win, I feel like a lot of heat will be taken off of Joshua. If Usyk beats Tyson Fury, a lot of fans are going to be like, hey, Usyk is that good. So, I mean, no shame in losing to him if you're an AJ fan. So that could probably add to that all UK clash. It's two guys that lost to the very best. We could still have a good scrap. So we'll see what happens. Like you said, there's a rematch clause. I think these guys both know that the guy opposite them is that good, that dangerous. They both have that it's gotta go, and they know that guy in front of them could be the one. So I can't wait for that fight. Right now, it's a great time to be a heavyweight. So hey, the money's there, the names are there. Let's get on.
Our guy Jess says they're both headed for a collision course. Queensberry Promotion versus Matchroom Promotions, and they're doing a 5-on-5. Chris, I don't think they've announced the opponents yet. I know they've been building this up. Matchroom against Queensberry. I would say assisted by Turkey Al Sheikh, right? By the money by the Saudis. So that's gonna happen over there. That. Hey man, what do they say in Spanish, Chris? Con dinero, baila el perro. Everybody's gonna work together, man. Hey, shout out to our guy Turkey. I know you're watching out there.
I know that I've joked in the past that promoters don't work together. Obviously, we've seen that they do, but sometimes the ego or keeping that money in the house, like those things get in the way of the politics, yada yada yada. But when there's money involved, when the the finances are there, you get them working together faster, quicker with the names that matter. So that's what's going on here. So that 5-on-5, can't wait to see what names they bring out. I'm sure it's going to be, maybe some up and comers, some mid tier fighters, maybe some big names. We'll see. But again, the fact that there's money involved, that you got everybody in the playground playing, again, it only speaks volume to what Turkey and the powers that be in Saudi Arabia are able to do.
I don't know if you saw the face-to-face between Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn on the Zone. I watched it on their YouTube channel. Eddie Hearn said he had never met Warren. They had never worked together. They had a rivalry. He said, I had never met this guy in all my years working in boxing, which is shocking. They're both from the UK. They both have some big fighters, and now they're they're working. I don't want to say together, but kind of against each other, that keeping that rivalry alive. As I said, assisted by our guy Turkey. But just to go to some comments here, Big Bro says AJ stops Fury. I think we still see it after Usyk beats him. I agree. I think it's still a fight that is going to sell regardless.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with you. I think we still see it. Even if Fury loses to Usyk, I think they both know they need each other. I think they both know they don't want to do a Khan Kell Brook where it's way past the expiration sell date. And I think they both want it. Again, everything's in place now. The money, the promoters working at least side by side. There's more than enough money to go by. So I see that fight happening, and I see it go. Obviously being not just for the money, but for legacy. And I hope Usyk is able to steer Tyson Fury down at Anthony Joshua's way a little sooner rather than later.
Let's see. Jesus says Francis versus Wilder may happen. What do you think about that fight now? Both guys who, one got knocked out cold. The other one just lost every single round and looked terrible and has been knocked out before. Is there any interest at all, maybe on your end? If they were to announce that fight, would Chris get excited?
Well, their names, so that there's that excitement, that level there, that their names, that they're at least Fury more than Ngannou. They're at a crossroads. Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. I knew there was gonna be some boxers that saw Ngannou as a name now that 2 fights in with the 2 biggest names in the heavyweight division outside of Usyk, they were gonna kind of piggyback off of that. So I can see Wilder trying to get that fight in. He's got one of the best 1-2s in the business, not as fluid as an Anthony Joshua, but it's there. So I can see that fight, benefiting Wilder. And Ngannou can pull up an offset if Wilder is 20% of what he was. But would I be excited? Yeah, a little bit. But do I want to see it? Probably not. Probably not, because of where they're at in their careers. They've made enough money. They should retire.